It was supposed to be just another long, tiring evening. A single dad, worn down by bills, responsibility, and quiet loneliness, never imagined that one small act of kindness would change his life forever. But that night, under flickering streetlights and cold city air, fate stepped in, carrying a secret far bigger than he could ever imagine. What began as helping a lost little girl would soon lead to a billionaire mother, a hidden truth, and a moment that proved kindness still has the power to rewrite destinies. Before we begin, if you enjoy emotional, real-life inspired stories that remind us of the power of humanity, make sure to subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment below. Your support helps your channel name continue sharing stories that matter. Now, let me tell you how this story begins. Mark Wilson was 37 years old and already felt twice that age. Life hadn't been gentle with him. After his wife passed away 3 years earlier, he was left to raise his 8-year-old son, Ethan, all on his own. Every day was a careful balancing act, working construction during the day, cooking dinner at night, and trying to be both mom and dad without letting his exhaustion show. That evening, Mark had just finished his shift and was walking home through a quiet downtown park. The sun had dipped low, painting the sky in tired shades of orange and gray. He was thinking about whether he could afford Ethan's school trip next month when he heard it, a soft, broken sob. At first, he thought it was just the wind or maybe a stray cat. But then he heard it again, a child's cry. Mark stopped. His instincts kicked in before his doubts could. He followed the sound toward a bench near the park entrance, where he saw a little girl sitting alone. She looked about 6 years old, clutching a pink backpack almost as big as she was. Her cheeks were wet with tears, and her hands trembled as she wiped her nose on her sleeve. "Hey there," Mark said gently, kneeling to her level. "Are you okay?" The girl shook her head, unable to speak through her tears. Mark glanced around. The park was nearly empty. No parents in sight, no frantic voices calling her name, just silence. "What's your name?" he asked softly. "Lily," she whispered. Mark offered her a bottle of water from his bag. She took it hesitantly, like she wasn't sure she could trust him. That hesitation broke his heart. He knew that look, fear mixed with hope. Had seen it in Ethan after his mother died. "Do you know where your parents are?" Mark asked. Lily shook her head again. "My mom was talking on her phone, and then she was gone." Mark felt a knot form in his chest. He could have walked away. He could have told himself it wasn't his responsibility. He was tired, broke, and already overwhelmed. But he didn't. He never could. "It's okay," he said. "We'll find her." He took Lily's hand and walked with her to a nearby diner that stayed open late. The warm lights and smell of food helped calm her down. Mark bought her a grilled cheese and sat across from her while she ate. Between small bites, Lily explained that she and her mom were visiting the city for business. Her mom had stepped away during a phone call, and Lily got scared when she couldn't find her again. Mark immediately called the police to report a lost child. While they waited, he stayed with Lily, telling her silly stories about his son and making her laugh despite her fear. An hour passed. Then 2. Mark's phone buzzed. It was the police telling him someone was on the way. Moments later, the diner door swung open, and a woman rushed inside. She was tall, elegant, and clearly frantic. Her designer coat was thrown on carelessly, and her eyes were wild with fear. "Lily!" she cried. The little girl jumped from her seat and ran into the woman's arms. "Oh my God," the woman sobbed, holding her tightly. "I was losing my mind." Relief washed over Mark. He stood quietly, ready to slip away. But the woman turned to him, "You," she said, her voice shaking. "You stayed with her?" "Yes, Mom," Mark replied. "I couldn't just leave her alone." The woman looked at him differently now, studying his worn jacket, tired eyes, and gentle posture. "I'm Rachel Carter," she said. "Thank you. You have no idea what this means." Mark shrugged. Anyone would have done the same. Rachel shook her head. "No, they wouldn't." They exchanged contact details for the police report, and Mark thought that was the end of it. He walked home that night feeling oddly lighter, unaware that his kindness had just crossed paths with unimaginable wealth. Because Rachel Carter wasn't just any mother. She was a billionaire tech CEO, one of the most powerful women in the country. 3 days later, Mark got a call he almost ignored. Unknown number. When he answered, a calm voice said, "Mark Wilson? This is Rachel Carter." His heart skipped. "Is Lily okay?" "She's perfect," Rachel said. "But I need to see you, please." They met at a small cafe near Mark's apartment. Rachel arrived without bodyguards or luxury cars this time. She wanted to talk, honestly. "I ran a background check on you," she admitted. "I hope you don't mind." Mark stiffened. I found out you're a single father," she continued, "and that your son has incredible academic potential." Mark frowned. "How do you know about Ethan?" Rachel smiled gently. "Because I fund education programs, and because Lily hasn't stopped talking about you." Then she took a deep breath. "I didn't just lose Lily that day," she said quietly. "I lost myself. I've been so busy chasing success that I forgot what really matters." She reached into her bag and slid a folder across the table. Inside was a full scholarship offer for Ethan Private School College Fund, everything covered. Mark's hands shook. "I can't accept this," he said. "I didn't help Lily for money." "I know," Rachel replied. "That's exactly why you deserve it." Tears welled up in Mark's eyes. For the first time since his wife died, he felt seen. Rachel leaned forward. "Here's the shocking truth," she said softly. "I've met hundreds of people in my life with power, money, and ambition, but very few with genuine kindness. You reminded me who I want my daughter to grow up to be." From that day on, Rachel didn't just help Mark financially, she became part of their lives. Lily and Ethan became close friends. Mark found a better job through one of Rachel's companies. Slowly, life stopped feeling like a constant struggle, all because he stopped to help a crying child. Kindness didn't make Mark rich overnight. It made him something better, hopeful again. And maybe that's the real miracle. So if you ever wonder whether small acts matter, remember this story. A moment of compassion can ripple outward in ways you'll never expect. Be kind. You never know whose life you're changing, or how it might change your own.